Hey everybody, one of the things you know about Pensado's Place is that our winter retreat is called NAMM. NAMM is a place for folks who want to learn, want to educate themselves, want to network. It is literally the biggest and most important music conference that exists in the world. You want to get to Anaheim in January. And part of what's really exciting, as we've learned in our time with Pensado's Place, is the leadership is always dynamic. We've got a brand new chairman. We're going to let him tell you about what's new about this show. Please welcome to the episode, Mr. John Mlynczak. John.
Hey, great to be here. Great to be here.
Hey, John.
You know, every time there is a change, new leaders bring fresh eyes. How's your perspective been now that you've had a little bit of time to put under your belt and approaching your first NAMM conference?
Yeah, it's I am the fourth president and CEO in 76 years.
Wow.
So, I'm coming in and picking up the baton. Joe carried it for 22 years.
Yeah.
Link for 20 before that, Bill Guard for like 37 before that. So I'm running with it. NAMM, like you said, it is the biggest and most important music product conference in the world. It's incredibly successful. So rule number one is don't break anything, right? Don't bump into anything. Don't knock any lamps off the table while you're trying to figure out, we're on the office.
Yeah.
But, I've been coming to NAMM. I mean, NAMM made my career. I've been coming to NAMM for two different member companies, working with the advocacy team. And, it's a time out of 4 years of disruption that it is more important to be back to our cycle in January and to start coming together to plan our year. It's more important than ever. NAMM has always been that time. We get through Q4, holiday sales, all these new music makers coming into our world, back to school has happened, and the industry comes together in January in beautiful Southern California and says, okay, what do we do for 24? What new innovations do we have? What new products are we putting out? What new relationships? What new experiences do we have to offer? And we're going into that is stronger than ever before. We're ready for what's coming in 24. We already have big ideas for 25, 26, and beyond.
Nice.
And I'll tell you what's new is a recognition and it's a doubling down on what we've learned the past few years is our music industry is not linear. It's not, I make a product and I ship it to the retailer and the retailer sells it and this person teaches it. Like, we are a complex matrix of influence, of innovation, of people on tour, people playing, people innovating, people distributing. It is a complex matrix, and that's what makes NAMM as a show so powerful. And we want to recognize that kind of crazy complexity of what comes together, and we're doubling down on strengthening those relationships through our use of data, through our use of segmenting the people that are there. We've opened up individual membership. You can attend the NAMM show, but when you go to register, you're going to see a page. Most folks in our industry are going to see a page that says you now qualify to be a NAMM member. If you're on the road touring, if you're working front of house, if you're running cables, if you're educating in any shape or form, right? If you're running sound at your church on Sunday, wherever, if you're working with musical products, if you're recording, if you're influencing, if you're online making videos on how to use products and how to play instruments, we represent you as an association. So we want you at NAMM. We want you at NAMM as you with a member badge. And you're going to see that when you go to register this year. And that also allows us to connect all of these members and all these segments with everyone else in a more powerful way.
Brilliant. And speaks to, I had the luxury of coming down to the NAMM headquarters. Beautiful, by the way. We had a lunch. This is probably 6 months ago or so. And the vision was beginning to shape itself. And where we share, and Pensado people, here's what you know about our show. We see music as media. It is so important. It is literally everywhere. And now people have recognized that they can't do without it. And so that makes you very valuable. That makes your job opportunities increase. That means if you think outside the box, you can find a place and a home. whether you mix Imagine Dragons or not. I mean, I'm just continuing John's perspective, but because you are in the bedroom community or you are whoever you are, you have a place. And you might be doing gaming, and you might be doing sports audio. You might be doing stuff in hospitals that have to do with sound, which we have covered and talk about. Come to NAMM. John is going to find a way that it's relevant to you, and let alone just the networking, just the people you meet, just the stuff that you find out about. It's truly exciting. It's a great hang. Dave, you've always found a specific kind of thing that works for you out of NAMM.
Yeah,
What do
yeah.
you think about what you're hearing?
I think it's amazing. I have a couple of questions. Um, are we going to give some special offers for students, because that student will grow up to be one of your big listeners, you know? So in past years there's some, but let's try to get the students in, if possible.
Students can register for half price. It's built into registration. You can go right on our attend page. You can sign up as a student as a half price registration. Like, we want to
That would
make it
be what,
easier than ever for people to come and
$75?
have their careers made.
Yeah, that would be $75 half price.
Exactly.
Okay, that's good.
That's
And I got another one for you. Um, the way music's going now, we're more we're not analog as much, and we're a lot of plugins, and in the past the plugins have just been shoved against the wall and buried somewhere. Can we figure out a way to get them in the main area now? That way, when it changes completely, we're already there.
Yeah, there's talks about the map will come out in 7 days, actually a week from today, the show map will be released. But there's a lot of talk about, pavilion style and putting together innovative companies, software startups in areas. I know there's a lot of internal conversations happening about that, because we do read all the post-show feedback every year. Like, we scour through it. And so we recognize that the future of digital, I mean, the present of digital is here, right? And so we want to make sure all those folks are represented. So we'll see the layout in 7 days.
Okay, I'm glad to hear all of those things, and that just makes me happier for you to be here and taking control.
Well, I think, Dave, you make an interesting point that the way John is cut as we get to know each other, and the way, we're lucky that we're a big partner of NAMM, because one, we just believe so much, and we see the effectiveness of being able to reach people and ultimately build a community that's inclusive of all kinds of stuff, that's a place for innovation, and that that you are amongst the cutting edge people affecting culture and so on and so forth. And you want to come to NAMM and recharge and see what's new, and build up your holster of items that you can go out and do great things with. And that's what it's about. One of the things, John, that's a challenge in being the biggest that you are, is making sure that getting all kinds of folks to come to Anaheim, but not leaving out the rest of the globe. How do you deal with that?
Absolutely. I got back from Europe a week ago. I spent 10 days in Europe meeting with association partners and talking about their needs globally and making sure we have space for all of them. We have, great growth in our German pavilion, our UK receptions. We are actually a place where the globe gathers. There are people in Europe that see each other at the NAMM Show annually. And it's important for us to not only have them at the NAMM Show, but go out and meet them. I will be going to Brazil on Monday and meeting with Latin American leaders for several days. I'll be going to Music China. I'll be going to Japan, all in the next 4 weeks, mind you.
Wow.
And the reason we do this is because our show is 33% international.
Yeah.
We know the value is not only going to meet with folks in the US, but also connecting with your international distributors and your international partners. I mean, that's one of the key values. We are a global show. We are a global association. And so the way we do that is we keep strong partnerships, and we go into their territories and learn just as much about their needs
Yeah.
as we have them come to us.
Yeah.
And that's what a true partnership is.
That's
So
right.
when you see me next, my body will be shaped like an airplane seat. But it's important, and it's why we do what we do. I mean, we not only do we have the greatest music product show, but we are a year-round association that strengthens the music products industry. We're working every day on global trade issues, working with various partners to be that coalition that we can go into various governments and say, we are the global music products industry, and we need this, that, and that to make sure that our supply chain and our industry can innovate and grow without any disruptions.
Wow.
It is one of the things that is little known that I've learned, specifically in my kind of close working with the incredible NAMM team, who I'm really close friends with and love a ton, is how much you guys do that people don't know. From dealing with HBCUs to legislation, government, taking on issues that people don't know, the foundation stuff, some of the work, making sure people sometimes who are in trouble can get through those crisis moments. It was just so eye-opening for me to go, oh my God, they do all this, stayed open during COVID, didn't lay anybody off, kept it going. And the dedicated people behind the scenes, family who's watching this, you have no idea how many there are, how committed they are, and they walk the walk. They don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. And it makes me, really happy to know that and be part of this NAMM family. It's pretty incredible.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you mentioning that and bringing that up. Everyone sees the NAMM show and knows the value of the NAMM show. The other 361 days a year, like you said, we're working tirelessly. In fact, it's no secret. I mean, we are a nonprofit. We are two nonprofits, NAMM and the NAMM Foundation.
Yeah.
All of our profits go into the NAMM Foundation to make more music makers. And I think that's what, when people go around the NAMM show, when you sponsor, when you exhibit, when you attend, when you register, when you join as a member, all of that is done so that we can use that to grow the music industry, which then is a cycle. And there's
Yeah.
a lot of work that we do that's, not that fun: government relations, policy, trade. There's a whole thing in Germany with lead in pianos, and there's Pernambuco wood in Brazil. And all. But the thing is, we do that so the audience, can focus on making music, innovating products, and growing musical audiences. We do the hard stuff in the background, and if we do it right, you never hear about it and you never get disrupted by it. And that's part of what we do as an association.
Absolutely.
John, I've got a compliment for you. Music's about bringing people together, right? And I don't think anybody does it any better than NAMM,
I
and
appreciate that, my friend.
particularly at the show. And I actually try to get my stamina up for the show every time, because the show is my vacation. I love the show. I wish it was more days, but I guess that's too much to ask for. And thank you for helping me with what I already asked for. But yeah.
So here's a good part, audience. We're going to have John on a regular basis to give us updates and keep us going. Pensado's Place is going to do some amazing things there, working on a really pretty cool technical thing that we'll do our thing. We want to keep you abreast. Or we'll keep you a thigh, whichever one you choose. But we will make sure that you
Or
know
make
what.
fun.
It's early in the morning, so we'll make sure that you're aware of what your opportunities are, that you fit the designation that makes sense, that you understand the reason to come and participate. It's all it's going to do is lift you. It's going to lift you in terms of your career aspirations. It's going to expand your knowledge. You're going to learn things that you don't know. We learn every year. And now what has become really cool is NAMM has become hip. And so cool people are going. And we know from our constituency, because we are the home of cool, people want to go to NAMM, and they hit us all the time, and they want to be involved. And after they do stuff, they're like, thank God you had me come. So it's not a commercial, it's a fact sharing thing. You want to come to NAMM. John Mlynczak is going to absolutely kill this. You can see the energy. He's one of us. And we're going to have him back on really shortly to talk some more. John, so good, bro.
Thank you both. I love the energy, like you said. I mean, NAMM changed my life. It makes careers, it strengthens careers. There's no other place in the world you can go to get what happens at the NAMM show. And I can't wait to see the whole audience there.
Yep.
Come.
John,
All
can I
right.
toss in one other thing? Get your tickets now. Don't wait. Every damn I get inundated, and everybody that has tickets, it's the day before the day of NAMM they got. So, man, read up, get up. I take notes on where you want to go, and come in early, man. Come in early, and because it's going to be big, big, big this year.
Oh, Dave, my man, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for saying that. Look, registration's open now. You can you can join and do your attendance. You could join as a member to attend. Do it now, because when you do it the day
Please.
before the show, our team will be there for you. But our team will, our team can do a lot better job prepping the show when we're not handling last minute registrations. Love you all, but
Absolutely.
register now.
Register now, and we will
Register
be
now.
singing that song. All right, guys. We John will be back with us shortly. Go have a great time, and we'll talk to you shortly.
Bye,
Bye.
John.